Hi, I'm Lindsey McKay with McKay Law, and today I want to explain what a disc herniation actually is. Because once you understand it, your injury makes much more sense, and so does your pain. Your spine is made up of what looks like jelly donuts. Between each bone in your spine is a disc. A disc is like a jelly donut. It's soft on the inside, thick on the outside, and designed to cushion your movement. So when you're hit in a car crash, that donut can rupture. A herniated disc is like a toothpaste tube with the cap off. This is the cap on, this is the cap off. Imagine a tube of toothpaste with the cap removed. If you squeeze it even slightly, the toothpaste squirts out. That's a herniation. The jelly inside the disc pushes out into the spinal canal right here. And depending on where it hits, nerve roots, the spinal cord, the existing nerve pathway, you feel pain, numbness, tingling, weakness, or radiating symptoms. Anatomy matters. Location is the symptoms. So if the herniation right here presses on the cervical nerve, that might create arm pain, headaches, shoulder pain. On the lumbar nerve, that's low back, leg pain, hip pain, foot numbness. On the central canal, you might have balance issues or weakness. Same injury, different symptoms wherever that toothpaste pushes out. The injury doesn't go away. Symptoms may come and go, just like toothpaste doesn't go back into the tube. Herniated disc material doesn't simply return to normal. Once the tube of toothpaste loses its top, it is not coming back. Your pain could flare up with bending, lifting, sitting, if you sleep wrong, stress, any kind of activities. This ties into the pilot light pain. The pain is always on, but it flares up with certain activity. A herniated disc is not just a sprain. It is a structural injury, a mechanical injury, a permanent change to the spine. Understanding this analogy helps us explain your pain and prove it to the insurance company. Sometimes, if you have a herniated disc, you may not feel the pain. You may not experience symptoms simply because it is not yet hitting the nerve, because you might have a larger spinal canal. The size of the herniated disc may be such that it's taking a longer period of time or more movements over time for you to feel that pressure point on the nerve. But what will identify if it is there, even if you do not yet feel it, is the MRI image. That is why we want you to get an MRI image early in your case so we can link it to the incident, to the car wreck, and it captures the image of the herniated disc, so we know it is there and it is only a matter of time before the symptoms show up. If the symptoms are taking a while, we don't want to wait months, sometimes even years, for those to be present for you to understand what caused it, because it'll be much harder to link it to the collision, to the incident that is causing this herniated disc, which eventually will cause pain if it's not already.